How would you describe Phi Theta Kappa in your own words?
Fantastic, awesome, unique, and opportunistic.
Hello, scholars! Welcome back to another episode of PTK. Today we will be joined by Dr. Joe Davis, who is going to be getting interviewed by one of our chapter members, Michelle, about everything PTK. It's a very interesting one and very uplifting. So go ahead and grab a drink and let's hop right into it. What is your role in Phi Theta Kappa?
My role is co-advisor in Phi Theta Kappa, and I have been involved with this wonderful chapter for about 5 years.
And when did you begin to form a part of the society? What was the reasons that pushed you to join here?
Before coming to Southwestern College, I was a professor at SDSU, and I was involved in a number of clubs and honoraries there, one of those ironically being Phi Beta Kappa. And when I came onto campus here in 2011 in the spring, I was aware of the Associated Student Organization, ASO, and clubs, but I did not see that many honoraries. I looked closer, did my research, and found that we had a chapter, and I contemplated approaching Professor Moody at the time, but I had very few connections, being relatively new on campus. So over the course of years, I built a network of relationships, and I approached her and I said, I have that experience of advising students, not only as a professor, but also running a club or working with honoraries, and that's how it all got started.
Do you think there's any misconceptions people might have about the society?
There are a few, and one of those is that many people think that we're just a club. And not that I'm trying to suggest that we are elite in any way whatsoever, because at one time we were under ASO's organizational structure as a club. And I had a very serious conversation with Professor Moody, and I think because of one of those misperceptions, we need to break out from that label as a club and be recognized as truly what we are, an honorary. So we sat down and had a meeting with the Vice President of Academic Affairs, and she recognized just how marvelous PTK is as an honorary, and absolutely agreed with us and said, let's move you over to my area of administration, and I'll provide you all the support you need. And that's how it got started. So up until 3 years ago, we were, in all practical purposes, recognized as a club.
What do you find to be your favorite parts of PTK?
Do you really have to ask? Well, first of all, working with the marvelous student scholars, because you have demonstrated the academic acumen and dedication to be scholars, not only because of your GPA, of course, and the credits that you have achieved in order to be a member of PTK, but because of what you want to aspire to be. And I recognize that PTK gives you the opportunity to help you meet those exceptional goals that you have, not only today, but in the future.
It's very lovely that you have such standards for us and as a whole for the PTK.
I'm just lucky to be a part of it, because I'm paying it forward, because like you, I was also an honor student, and I received exceptional opportunities. And at the end of the day, when I approached my professors, who were my advisors, they only asked me to do one thing, and I said, what was that? And they said, pay it forward. And here I am to this day, years later, giving something back. So I win, and of course you win. And isn't that the way it should be?
How can societies like PTK help students thrive in academics and leadership?
Opportunity. The opportunities that come with being a part of a very successful honorary that's internationally recognized, and wherever you go as a lifetime member, by the way, that will be carried with you here and here, but also on your resume, and it will open doors for you, I am convinced, wherever you go. And when someone says, I'm a PTK member, it should bring a smile to your face, because you have camaraderie, but you're belonging to an organization that's very special, and it makes differences in people's lives, not only on campus but in that community. And I'm convinced that when you leave this chapter and move to your next journey in your life, it will open doors for you too.
How do you believe belonging to a community of scholars helps students?
I feel smart being around smart students. You really make my job easy, not only as a professor, if that was the case, or as an advisor, because you guys are top shelf. I feel fortunate to be able to provide that unique opportunity that PTK has given to me. So here I am. And I wish more students would take advantage of my knowledge and education. It's hard-earned. Nothing was given to me, and I did have a number of challenges at times, as we all do, but I made it. And there's a term that my wife is fluent in Spanish, so it's my two daughters. I'm the gringo in the family. But one thing that resonates with me is a Spanish term that I learned from my wife is si se puede. Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
You can do it.
You can do it. And we've all had times have had doubts, depending upon our challenges in our lives and the experiences that we've had, good and bad. Nobody gets a free pass, and has a perfect life, but you make the best of it. And that's what I like to share with my students, in recognizing that you can do it. You already have the internal fortitude and the knowledge in which to do it. You just have to believe that you can. And that's a big issue for many, that they don't believe that they can do it. And it brings the advisor and it brings this organization into fold in terms of helping you believe that you can achieve greatness. And when this conversation comes up again one day and someone comes to you and says, hey, I'm thinking about joining PTK, what do you know about it? It'll bring a smile to your face, I'm convinced of it. And this conversation and this podcast will come back to you. And it should.
What do you notice separates those who make the most out of PTK rather than those who don't?
The taking. It can be everything to you, or it can be nothing more than just a line on your resume. Take advantage of a unique opportunity that you have earned. You've made significant achievements, and as a result of that, you should be rewarded. And PTK rewards those students who are high achievers. Just go for it. And we got your back. And I tell my students, and you know this, that even though you will be leaving Southwestern College at some point, I'm still your mentor. I'm still your advisor, and you can always come back and ask for advice. My door is always open to all of my students, and I have thousands of minions around me. So one day when I decide to retire, I'm going to turn it over to Jadalyn or Sarah or you ladies. Okay. And I have a saying that I came up with years ago, and it's very dear to me. Excellence knows no boundaries. It's an opportunity awaiting. You just have to carpe diem, seize the day.
Just one final question.
Just one? I can handle just one. Okay.
What would be some advice you'd give to students who are interested in joining PTK?
I think you answered the question for me. Join PTK. We're not, again, I'm not saying we're a leader or anything, but, we are just more than a club, which has no prerequisites per se. But if you're serious about academics, get involved, participate, roll up your sleeves, and jump in. Okay? This is something that we are doing to help develop you, as all of you are in that process of developing. We're continuously developing, from our prenatal life to the day that unfortunately we pass. But every day is a unique opportunity to do something different, to do something unique, to do something new, with the mindset that it's going to have an impact on me in some positive way. Maybe not today, but down the road it will. It's an investment. And who better person to invest in than you? Think about it, right? Because you guys are the best. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. We really appreciate you taking the time to, participate in the podcast. Not only that, but also helping out other students in the society and making sure that they're on the right track for the future.
Don't we all at times get off track? But sometimes we have to appeal to another individual or a person to get us back on track, and we all need that. We all need that guidance at times, and I'm in a unique position to help if you ever get off track time. And some people will come and go, but there were those that will stay with you forever, and you know who they are. You probably have them to this day, and will continue to have them. They may not be nearby, they may be hundreds of miles away, but you know who they are. Okay?